All right, now it's time for Leotheras. So this little video is going to be aimed at just like telling you guys what Leotheras does in detail, and then we can I'll discuss each phase on a different video. So first, phase one, we are just fighting Greyheart Spellbinders. There's three of them. They have a spell shock that interrupts spell casts, and it doesn't do damage. It's not really important. And the dangerous thing is Mind Blast, which is an AoE shadow damage in 20 yards range. So we will spread them out. And when the last one dies, Leo will get proximity aggro on whoever's the closest. And then starts phase two, so Leotheras human form. Leotheras will alternate between human form and demon form every 60 seconds until he reaches 15% HP, after which he will split into both at the same time. And after every transition, he wipes red. Also, there's an RP when he transitions to the very last phase, so at 15%. And if you transition him while he is in human form, he will be immune during the RP, but if you do that during demon form, he can be attacked and even killed during the RP. So ideally, we would like to only push him to 15% when he is in demon form. However, we will adjust with depending on how the fight goes. So human form, he has one spell, which is Whirlwind. He will do it twice during the 60 seconds of the human form phase. He starts spinning for 12 seconds, he stops attacking, and basically he will constantly fixate a random person. But like the truth is that he will only be looking and running to players that are high in threat. He kind of will just go down the list of threat, except it's not the exact order of the actual threat, but he will constantly look at someone and then half a second later look at someone else, then someone else, then someone else, and that will make him like slash around everywhere in the room. And if you get hit, you take physical damage every second that it pulses every second, so you get hit by the blade. And if you get hit once, you will be applied a bleed that does a lot of physical damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. The bleed can be bopped, ice blocked, not Cloak of Shadowed, and petried. And if you get hit by the whirlwind, it refreshes the timer for the tick. So technically, if you keep getting hit by the whirlwind every second, you will not get hit by the ticks of the bleed until he stops whirlwinding. However, the tick does less damage over 3 seconds than 3 hits from the whirlwind does. So the ideal scenario is obviously to not get hit. So we will do the outrange strat and run away. So when we are fighting human form, unless you are a tank, you want to get away from him as he is whirlwinding. Melees, you want to get out ahead of time. And you want at all time to be moving away from him. He will move all around, and you will have a position assigned that you need to readjust at all times. It's kind of as if we had to be in a circle around him and just keep him in the center at all times. When Whirlwind ends, he wipes threat. So make sure to not kill yourself if you're a DPS. And the tank picks him back up. We fight him, and at some point he whirlwinds again, then it ends, and he's going to turn into demon form. So in demon form, as we said, he drops threat, completely wipes it, and then we'll use Chaos Blast on the top threats. And basically Chaos Blast does fire damage and applies a stack to the target and everyone around the target. and it deals damage multiplied by the amount of stacks that you have. It can be resisted fully, which also denies the application of the stack, but it cannot be resisted partially. So that's why we have 1 or 2 fire res tanks. And those 2 tanks need to be the top 2 threats during Demon Form. You could never afford to be above the second tank either. So what we will do is the one paladin will be tanking the boss, which means that the paladin will need to be in melee range. So all the melee DPS, you want to be standing max range behind the boss, otherwise you will get hit by the AoE around the paladin. Then when the paladin has too many stacks, he will bubble, and that's when the demon will start attacking the second tank, and then the pally will grab him back, either by the second tank petrying or the paladin just canceling bubble and staying like first in threat, or the second tank can also use Soul Shatter if it's a warlock, etc. Then 30 seconds-ish into the phase, he will use Insidious Whispers, which will select up to 5 players that are not top threat at random, and summons an inner demon that only they can see. They can damage. The demon, so those demons, inner demons, they need to be killed in 30 seconds, otherwise the player will get mind control for 10 minutes and it can't be removed unless we kill the player. They only have 10k HP. They take less damage from Shadow and Fire, but they take a lot more damage from Nature, Holy, and Arcane, which is there to help healers kill the inner demons if they are selected to do that. And they can be CC'd. Also, there was a bug before that if you had a pet, and the pet was to do the killing blow, it would not count as if you had killed the demon and you would be MC'd. Apparently, the bug is not there anymore. But just to make sure, do not have your pet kill the mob. Especially hunters and warlocks won't have any issue killing the inner demon, so just keep your pets on the boss. So if you realize that you cannot kill the demon in time, you can avoid getting MC'd by petrying before the timer runs out. So that will make it so that you don't get mind controlled, and after petry falls off 1 minute later, you will still be in control of your character. So do not ever get mind control. If you fail the killing of the demon, just petry. So the demons themselves do a little bit of damage, but it's really, really small. And yeah, we just we can use Powered Shield to help healers kill the demons without spell pushback. And there we go. And then after demon form is over, he will go back to human form, then demon form, demon form, etc. And finally, at 15%, there will be a split phase where we need to manage both at the same time. So that's it for the mechanics.